EBSU 93.3 radio. Hip hip. Hip hip. Hip hip. 93.3 EBSU radio. Spread love and heal the world. Heal the world. Heal the world. Let love heal the world. Heal the world. Heal the world. Spread love and heal the world. Heal the world. Heal the world. Yes, it is a very beautiful Monday afternoon right here at the Salt City, Ebonyi State capital. Talking of Abakaliki, welcome to Health Issue right here on 93.3 Ebonyi State University Radio, Abakaliki. My name is Pius Upai, aka Dr. Friend on radio, aka Double P. And on today's edition of Health Issue, today's episode, today, whatever you may call it, we are here to talk about the World Breastfeeding Week, which started on the 1st of August and ended on the 7th of August. It is a week-long program, and of course, we are still in August, so let's talk about breastfeeding. Breastfeeding, let me remind you, it is not the duty of the father, of the mother alone. It is also the duty of the father because it is a combined activity. Now, let me also ask, how long should you breastfeed your baby? I beg your pardon. How long? Now, WHO has come out to say it is advisable to breastfeed your baby for at least 6 months. That is known as exclusive breastfeeding. And on the theme of this year's World Breastfeeding Week says, prioritizing breastfeeding creates sustainable support system. When you prioritize breastfeeding, you are creating you should also create a support system. Now, let me tell you, a lot of persons have come out to argue that exclusive breastfeeding is expensive. Now, let me ask you, is it really expensive? So many times we've come out to make sacrifices for our families, for our children, for our mothers. If you see exclusive breastfeeding as being expensive, then do it as a sacrifice for your child. Like the title of this song from Patu Rankin says, Heal the World. Oftentimes we've heard about children falling sick from time to time as a result of not sucking breast milk well or not being breastfed properly. Now, so many mothers also say it's expensive, like I said before, but let me remind you that this is raining season and we have a lot of vegetables available that could aid the mother eat healthy in order to produce a better breast milk. In case you are just joining, welcome. This is 93.3 Ebonyi State University Radio, Abakaliki, and on the wheel of steel this Monday afternoon is no other person than Pius Opai. I'm sitting right here to talk to you about World Breastfeeding Week that just concluded, and also the benefit of breastfeeding your baby well. One of the benefits of breastfeeding your baby very well is that your baby will not be falling sick from time to time. Every mother, every parent, now it has to concern the father, because if the baby is not sleeping, the mother will not sleep, and in turn, you as the father, you will not have a peaceful night rest. And that is why you need to support your wife. So when you breastfeed your baby will not fall sick anyhow, because the breast milk has everything, everything that your baby needs to thrive and also to grow healthy. When you go out, you see some kids healthy and your own from time to time sick. Have you wondered why? Have you asked yourself question, why is it that my own baby is not as healthy as this other one? I have a neighbor who is practicing exclusive breastfeeding, though a young mother, but if you look at the baby, you know those things we hear about bouncing baby boy. It is been I have seen it real. The baby is really bouncing. And I asked her, what's your secret? And she said, man, as a nurse, I'm practicing exclusive breastfeeding, and trust me, it is the best. As you can see for yourself, my baby is healthy, kicking. So for us to heal the world from all those small small sickness, my baby is purging, my baby is stooling, vomiting, all those kind of small small things that we hear every day. It is time to practice exclusive breastfeeding, and not just practicing it, sustaining it also. Like the theme said, prioritizing breastfeeding, make it a priority. You know the adage in Igbo that when a particular person behaves anyhow, we'll be tempted to ask, did you suckle your mother's breast milk well? That question is actually deep because research, I think, from the Igbo aspect of it, permit me to use that, has shown that those who suckle their breast mothers very well, I mean exclusively, tend to behave and act smartly. So it is opportunity, it is time for you, okay, to make your baby look healthy. It's also a sacrifice for your baby to look healthy as a mother. No mother is happy seeing the baby falling sick from time to time. No father is also happy hearing that your child is in the hospital. Almost every day, week in, week out, your mind will not be there. So in order to avert that, why not practice exclusive breastfeeding? Why not call it a priority? And also, while practicing exclusive breastfeeding, please make sure your wife, as a father, eats well to enable her produce enough breast milk for your baby. In case you are just tuning in, welcome. This is Health Issue on 93.3 at Boeing State University Radio, Abakaliki. And today we are looking at the just concluded World Breastfeeding Week. It kicked off on the 1st of August and rounded up on the 7th of August. And because we are still in the month of August, there is every need to talk about breastfeeding. A lot of persons, due to the hardship of the economy, have resorted to feeding their infant with mashed beans. My baby, I don't want to be feeding him or her with this breast milk. I think I need to introduce beans, I need to introduce noodles, I need to introduce some soup, small eba, and the rest of it. You don't need it. The breast milk for at least 6 months has everything your baby needs to thrive, to grow, and be healthy. So I'm sitting right here this hot afternoon to talk to you as a father, to talk to you as a mother, that you really, really need to make that sacrifice to ensure your baby is healthy, to ensure a healthy society. It also saves you money because if your baby is not falling sick from time to time, you don't need to visit the hospital to spend money. You only need to channel the money into preparing a nice, delicious meal for your wife so that she can pump enough breast milk for your baby to suckle and live healthy. Till I come your way again next time, please talk to your neighbor, talk to your friend. Exclusive breastfeeding is necessary for a healthy society. Not only just that, please make it a priority. Make it a priority and also sustain the move. Peace be unto you.